And welcome, everybody, to another Mariners franchise episode. Happy Tuesday. Some big signings over the offseason. Blake Treinen and Mookie Betts going to go to our division rivals, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that noti bell. Keep up with this series as well as the others on this channel. Trevor Bauer goes to the big bad Yankees, who took us out of the postseason last year, and that's going to boost their starting pitching lineup, even though he's not what he used to be. But we make a big signing ourselves in Ken Giles. We bring him in as our closer. We would end up, kind of having him and Morrow in our rotation as far as the bullpen's concerned. And then look at this, DJ LeMahieu going to become a Cleveland Indian, going to my favorite squad. And we'll see what he's able to bring to the table over there. We did actually play them in spring training. They killed us. We also brought in Chris Davis. He went pretty much relatively unsigned until February. We were able to get him on a value contract to bring him in to maybe play some DH and then spot starts in the outfield. And then the Pirates make a huge trade, acquiring the miniseries star Alex Lynch Jr. from the Giants for some big players there, Starling Marte and Mitch Keller. So, very interesting deal going down there. That is one of the biggest trades made that offseason. So we go into spring training. Like I said, we get killed by the Indians, but on stream, played this game here, and Franmil Reyes going to make it a 3-0 game. We would battle it back to 3-3, and then a nice double right there. That's going to bring home a run. That would get it to 4-3. We have runners on the corners now, and that one's going to get ripped into center field, and that will bring home another run, 5-3, and that is where the game would stay, and we would get the victory there. Felt really good to win a game in spring training, come back from a 3-0 deficit, and it gets us ready for the season. This is what the lineups are looking like. We bring back Bogaerts. We have, Malik Smith. We bring back just about all of our pitchers. Domingo Santana, Ryan Healy still there. Fernando Mortero is coming up to the bigs, and I'm excited to see what he can do. Into the games we go now, and our opening day game is in Fenway Park, the historical ballpark with the Boston Red Sox. Look at the lineups there. They also have a rookie coming up here in center field, Joe Gray Jr. We'll look out and see what ends up happening in this ball game, but here it is early on. That is going to be a double down the left field line. Good start for the Bo Sox here as they get a man on second. Now with one away, this one going to be an out, but it's going to move the runner over to third now on a 3-2 count, and this one going to get caught out there in right field and take care of the threat. So it's a 0-0 game. Here we go, bottom fifth inning, and that's going to be a ground rule double just out of reach of our right fielder out there. Later on would be a bases-loaded situation, and the ball is thrown away into the outfield, so big-time error there at second base, and that's going to allow a run to score. It's two-run scoring, now 3 on the walked-in run, and it's a 3-0 game, and now with 3 on, it's going to be a grand salami. Huge grand slam. Teddy McDaniel comes in out of the pen now, and we'll see if that can help us out at all. Last year, he was a rookie. This year, not so much. And we'll see what he's able to do. But right away, it's going to be a bomb there. And it's going to be an 8-0 game. Just no way we could really keep up with the Boston Red Sox production. I did expect more than 0 runs on the board at this point, but it just wasn't able to happen. So now we go bottom 7, and that is another big hit out there off the green monster, and that's going to easily allow him to pick up a triple there off the Green Monster. It's 9-0 now. And Yaziel Sierra is going to come into the game. He was 5-0 last year. Let's see if he can help us out at all here to stop the bleeding. And that is going to be caught out there in center field, but the sacrifice fly would make it a 10-0 ball game. Now with a runner on and one away, that one is lifted and out of here to right field. That thing is gone, and that'll make it a 12-0 game. So Chris Santiago is able to lace one over there in the left field and put himself on base. And then we would have Anthony Rendon lacing one out into right center field. And that thing is going to bring Santiago in. So, hey, it isn't a shutout. So I guess that's decent for us. We do get one run there. Rafael Devers is the player of the game, 3 for 4 with a home run and a triple. Chris Sale goes a complete game and gets the dub. So not a very good day hitting-wise for us. We do pick up 5 hits, though, but 2 errors. Very bad fielding day out there. Got to do better. It's opening day, though. We have room to improve. 2 errors by Santiago at second base. He can never overtake Shed Long as a full-time second baseman if that's what he's going to be doing. So now we move into a huge divisional bout against the Houston Astros. They are 7-4 at this point. We're 5-3 at this point after some simulation. And as you can see, we got to deal with their huge lineup. Bregman, Votto, Altuve, just huge guys. But Malik Smith going to get us started with one of his signature Oppo base hits to start off the ball game. And then Bogaerts is going to rip one out there into right center field. And that is going to be a double for him. That is going to put runners on second and third. And 2 pretty quick runners for Anthony Rendon, who's going to pop one into right field here. And that thing is out of here. A 3-run shot for Anthony Rendon. And then we have Domingo Santana, who is going to rock one out there into left center, and that's going to bring a run home, another run home. It'll be 4-0. Now with a man on second, it's Ryan Healy, and Healy is going to hit one out there. That's going to sacrifice and put a runner on third base with 2 outs, which would then bring up Fernando Mortero, who would bomb this thing out of the park, give us a 6-0 lead, and they're already going to bring in relief in the bottom of the first inning. Brad Peacock comes in to relieve Justin Verlander. Janie Castilla going to come in later on in the game for us now at this point. It is the top of the 6th inning with runners on the corners, and he's going to go ahead and give up the run that was left on base. And then we have 2 men on here, and we're going to get this double play, huge double play actually. We leave a runner on third base, and he's going to fly out here into left field, and that is going to take care of that. So we are up 6-1 now. And Shed Long down the right field line, and that one is going to be a hit, and he would end up with a cheap double out of that, which is pretty cool. Malik Smith now going to hit one Oppo field again, and that one is going to get caught, but the tag up is going to bring a sacrifice run home for him. So now 7-1, and Rendon going to get up, and he is going to rip one, and he will get thrown out, and that will end our threat. So 7-1 now with 2 guys on base, and Malik Smith would make the catch. However, it's going to bring a run home. So 7-2 now in the top of the 7th. Jamie Castilla is still out here dealing, and we're going to get that out and end the inning there. Sam Tuivalala going to come into the game now later on, as it is a 7-2 game. And here in the top of the 8th inning, he's going to give up a base hit early on. 2 people on base now, but he gets the strikeout there. And He's going to get this out right there. Beautiful play by Bogaerts to get that one. Rendon, your player of the game, with a homer and 3 RBIs. Obviously, his 3-run shot doing all of that. Look at Verlander with the loss. He only pitched 2/3 of an inning. Mike Leake goes 5 innings, gives up 1 earned run. So, good game for Leake. This was a much better game than the opening game, especially for our bats, quite obviously, but we jumped out early to that 6-0 lead and just kind of held on to it throughout the game. Only got 1 extra run throughout the ball game. If you take away the big inning, we don't win the game. If we would have lost 2-1, it would have been a pitcher's duel. But knocking Verlander out early has to feel good, and it does. So we win big against a division rival at home, something we really needed to do after the way we opened the season. And now, playing the team who has the big pickups. We are playing the LA Angels. This is huge. This is a big game for us, and we really want to make sure that we get a win here. Now, on the road can be tough, but look at the game Kikuchi is pitching as he gets the strikeout, then the walk, but then here we go. We are going to get the double play, get out of the 3rd inning, and we're looking pretty good right now. Now Ryan Healy is going to smack this thing into center field. Now take a look at this play by Mike Trout, an unbelievable catch, robbing Ryan Healy of a center field home run. An absolutely beautiful web gem here. Mike Trout just does a great job there. And then there's a strikeout by Kikuchi. There's another by Kikuchi. Can he get the side? He does. He strikes out the side in the 6th inning. Unbelievable pitching by Yusei Kikuchi. And if you notice, no hitter going for Kikuchi. Perfect game ruined by a walk, but he's got a no-hitter going. That's going to be a strikeout. That's going to be a strikeout. Here we go. Bottom 7. He gets another strikeout. And he's going to get the ground out to 3rd base. So he had 5 straight strikeouts at one point. He is pitching on fire. And then here we go. This one going to go up the middle, and that one is going to be gone. Mike Trout with no robbery there as we get the 1-0 off of a Fernando Mortero home run. The rookie coming up huge so far early on this season. And we're going to see if Kikuchi can get it done. He is going to give up his first hit of the game. It is a double out there to right field, and that is going to be it for Yusei Kikuchi. No longer has the no-hit bid going. We bring in Dan Altavilla, hoping that he can shut the door down, but this thing is going to be gone as Altavilla gives up a 2-run shot. Then he would strike out the next batter and get us out of the inning, but the damage is done. He's already given up the game there, as it's a 2-1 game. Hopefully we don't lose this thing. Here's Xander Bogaerts. He's going to lead off the top of the 9th inning, and he's going to lead it off with a single. Huge and important. As here we go, it's going to be a nice hit into the gap, and that is going to be a double at the very least. It's going to bring Bogaerts home and tie the ball game here in the top of the 9th inning. Now Domingo Santana, and Santana's going to rip one into right, and it's gone! Domingo Santana has given us a 4-2 lead in the top of the 9th inning. They bring in another pitcher here, and he will get Chris Santiago to strike out. But now it is time for our free agent signing to come up big if he can. Ken Giles to the mound. He's pitched in 4 games so far this year. He's doing very well. He strikes out the first batter. Second batter goes down on strikeout. And now here, Mike Trout with a chance. He's going to walk. That's going to bring up Shohei Ohtani, who is going to hit a fly ball into shallow right field, taken care of by Santiago. And we get the win. Kikuchi, your player of the game, and rightfully so. Pitching 1 hit, 1 earned run today with 7 strikeouts. Altavilla gets the technical win there. But huge home runs out here. Mortero, Domingo Santana coming up big in this game. It feels good to beat two divisional rivals right away. One on the road and one at home. You gotta love that. To beat the Angels in LA when they've made some huge signings like Mookie Betts and all that, you just gotta love it. You gotta love being able to take care of your business in your own division, and we did that today. So now we will move forth to the last game of this video. It is against the Minnesota Twins. They're 12-13. We're 15-11. The main reason to do this game is because Justin Jones and Dominic Ekstrom both hitting very well so far, and both from that mini-series that you guys love so much. So here is Keuchel on the mound, and right away we're already going to start with the errors, as that one not going to be handled, and then Keuchel is going to give up a base hit to center field. That's going to put two guys on in the top of the first with nobody away yet. And then a big hit out here to left. That is going to get taken care of. But the tag up over to third base is going to leave runners on the corners now. With those runners on the corners, the Minnesota Twins are going to take advantage as they get a base hit down. And that will bring the first run of the ball game in. Now with 2 outs and 2 on, taken care of by Xander Bogaerts, but the damage is done. They have a 1-0 lead. Here's Domingo Santana going to right field again, and again it is successful with a big home run. So now into the top of the 5th inning, and here we are giving up some more hits, as there are 2 men on here, both in scoring position with no outs. That's going to bring a run home, and we barely get the runner over at first base. Now a nice big strikeout by Keuchel, and then another huge strikeout by Keuchel to limit any more damage, but they're up 2-1. Here's a big hit. That's going to go into the gap, and that is going to be a double for Mallex Smith. As a matter of fact, he tries to stretch it over to a triple, and then he goes back to second, smartly so. Now with 2 outs, trying to bring Mallex Smith in, and that will get down and will bring the speedy Mallex Smith home to tie this ball game. Now Xander Bogaerts over to first base, and he will get easily put out, but it is a 3-2 game now as runners coming in. And then there is a big hit out there, and that's going to bring another run home. It's going to be a 4-2 ball game here in the 6th. There's a big strikeout on Shed Long. Arodys Vizcaíno coming into the game for the Minnesota Twins as they are trying to stay in this ball game here. Mallex Smith going to go opposite field, and that is going to give him a base hit. That's always dangerous to get Mallex Smith on as a leadoff man. And here he is. Base Nakajima is back, and he will get a base Nakajima. And then we have Xander Bogaerts coming up third, and he is going to get a hit, and that's going to bring Mallex Smith to the plate for a 5th run of the ball game. Now we got Mitch Haniger, and Haniger going to hit one deep out there, and that's going to be a 3-run bomb by Mitch Haniger, giving us an 8-2 lead. Then the strikeout to end the inning will bring in Yazael Sierra, who has a 3.04 so far this year. With a man on second, he gets the strikeout to end the 8th inning, or the top of the 8th inning, that is. And then another nice hit out there by Xander Bogaerts, and that's going to be gone. It'll be 11-2. And here, last chance for the Twinnies, and that will take them right out. Domingo Santana 4 for 5 today with that home run and a double. He was absolutely great for us. Gotta love the way the bats were rolling today. From the 5th inning on, we scored in every single inning. Just great. Just great to see. You gotta love the bats rolling, the lineup rolling, the timely hitting. Everybody doing their part. Hopefully that's something we can get to continue and roll right into the playoffs again. It would be very nice for the storyline to complete. Maybe we play the Yankees again. Maybe we play the Angels along the way. Either way, it's going to be a really fun season. I hope you guys are super excited for it. I can't wait, but we do get some bad injury news. 1 to 2 months, Marco Gonzalez is going to be out, and much like every pitcher who tends to get hurt for us, he was 2-0 with a 227. He was pitching extremely well, just like when Kikuchi missed almost the entire season, and Rendon was hurt at some point as well. So we're going to go out and make a huge trade early on in the season, something I would never normally do, but I feel like we need this. Derrick Rodriguez in his contract year with the San Francisco Giants is available, and we're going to go get him. He's an 88 overall at 28 years old. The guy can pitch, and we need some pitching. He's got a lot of quirks to him. He's an illusionist, a homebody, magic, night player, that is. I like his statistics. I like what he would bring to the table. We're also able to bring in a 25-year-old, 62 overall B relieving pitcher. And we're going to have to give up Justin Turner, Brandon Morrow, and J.P. Crawford. Now, Turner, we signed him in the offseason to be kind of a utility-type player, but if Nakajima's back, we don't need him. Morrow, we signed Giles, so we don't need Morrow. We signed him for some bullpen help, but he's not necessary. And J.P. Crawford just hasn't made it so far. So now, as we take a look at the standings, the Orioles are actually one of the best teams in all of baseball. The Indians are up there as well. They're both obviously winning their respective divisions, and we are on top of the West by a half a game over the Oakland A's. The Angels are 3 back, so we've got to watch. The Rays are actually one of the better teams in baseball, but they're behind the Orioles. So a huge race it's going to be in the American League. In the National League, look at that. The Reds are the absolute best team in baseball. They have the Brewers giving chase. The Dodgers are one of the better teams. Every single divisional winner has 20 wins or more right now, which is key. That's very good. That's no mark of a bad division winner. All right, so we go out and make a couple other deals just because of the domino effect of the Derrick Rodriguez deal. We can now trade Mike Leake away. We do that. We pick up some prospects for the future. We're going to go ahead and sign Zach Cozart to kind of give us that third baseman type of help that we were looking for, maybe when Rendon is not feeling up to it. But we are going to play this Cleveland Indians game, and it is going to be Corey Kluber against, yes, Justice Sheffield, now a member of the Seattle Mariners. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you are new to the channel. First video you're ever seeing, because you're going to see a lot more of these. I promise. All right, guys, don't be afraid to drop the like button on your way out. I appreciate you all watching. See you next time.
You're a pretty little star boy.